What's good? What's good, y'all? Mike Sears, Speak Your Clout podcast. Some audio commentary I'm doing. Been wanting to do this since I found out the actual news. It was on the 20th when I found out this particular news. And it bummed me out like instantly. All right. Now, this isn't a hip hop video. Nothing like that. Not music related at all. So maybe none of y'all that are subscribed would give two fucks about this, but I'm doing it for me. Because if I didn't do it, would be a great disservice to myself and my childhood if I didn't speak on this particular topic. So on November 20th, I found out that one of my childhood heroes, Jason David Frank, who played Tommy Oliver in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, and Power Rangers Zeo as the Red Zeo Ranger, and Power Rangers Turbo as the Red Turbo Ranger, and in Dino Thunder as, I guess, it's the Black Ranger. I don't know. I never watched Dino Thunder. I never even watched Turbo. Okay? This is what happened. I was a big Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan from 1993 to 95. And I didn't get into Zeo at all. I stopped watching like right after the last season of Mighty Morphin. Right after that, I just stopped watching. So around 2012, when I got the box set, I got a big Power Rangers box set. It's like Mighty Morphin until like Lost in Space, I want to say. Maybe even a little farther than that, I'm not too sure. But I rewatched Mighty Morphin and I finished half of Zeo. So I gotta finish everything. But it's besides the point. I want to explain to me what Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I want to explain to y'all, rather, what Mighty Morphin Power Rangers meant to me in my childhood. Then I'll get into the unfortunate passing of Jason David Frank. How I first got into Power Rangers, it was 1993. It was the summer of 1993. I actually seen the toy commercial first. They put that out before the show even aired. I seen the toy commercial first. The iconic action figure commercial for the 8-inch pause for the 8-inch action figures. It's popular. Put Mighty Morphin Power Rangers toy commercial 1993. It's classic. Too hot to handle and all that shit. It's classic. Every Ranger nerd knows the shit. So once I seen that, it blew my fucking mind. At that point, I was into wrestling, WWF, a little bit of WCW, not much, because 93, they were kind of trash. I was still in the Ninja Turtles, their popularity was waning. I was into like a bunch of offshoot shit. I don't know, like Street Sharks maybe around that time. Last Action Hero was out, so like little kind of film franchise stuff here and there. Terminator, it was not, that was like 91, but I still played with my Terminator 2 Judgment Day figures and shit like that. But around that time, nothing new hit. So when I seen that commercial, it hit, okay? I was all in. I wanted it. I wanted everything to do with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I would hope every time I would watch the cartoon, I would see the motherfucking commercial. You know what I'm saying? So I kept seeing the commercials again when I would watch. I don't know what was out at the time. Batman, I'm guessing. Yeah, the R.I.P. Kevin Conroy as well, man. Batman was popping then, you know what I'm saying? Little X-Men. I still watch X-Men. X-Men was still fresh. So yeah, man. So every time I see that commercial, I was hype. Then on Fox Kids, I see the commercial for the show airing. I believe this is September 93. And I went fucking apeshit. I was down. And I remember the day of the dumpster when it aired, I was hyped. I couldn't wait to see it. You know what I'm saying? I was so fucking excited. And when Day of the Dumpster aired, I was all in. Big fan, diehard fan, man. Diehard fan. And around that time, the action figures came out, right? And when the action figures came out, you couldn't get them anywhere at fucking all, yo. Like my mom's went to KB Toy Works. That's the toy store that was in my city. KB Toy Works, KB's. Any New England, maybe even a New Yorker, the East Coast would know about KB Toy Works. So I went there with my mom's, and she had to get a rain check for a Ranger. Anyone, right? Anyone. And my little cousin wanted one too. So my mom, my granddad went down there, and they got me the Red Ranger. And got my little cousin, they got her the Pink Ranger. I'll never forget that. And I had no, bad guys to fight was not even a thought because Goldar didn't have Goldar at all. That nigga sold out like dead ass. Um, I had to fight. My uncle gave me this like dragon toy, this big dragon, and I made Jason fight him. I didn't have no bad guys when the 8-inch line was out. I had the Automorphins. When those came out, they clip their heads. Then my uncle Tony, R.I.P, he got me Lord Zed and Goldar, so I had some bad guys, But the 8-inch line, I'll get into who else I had after that. So I was happy as fuck to have the Red Ranger. And the show's popping at the time, so I only got the Red Ranger figure at the time. That Christmas, December 93, man, never forget this. I got the Megazord, bro, for Christmas. I got the Megazord, and I got Billy and Zach. So I had 3 Power Rangers. That was dope enough for me, right? And I had some other like random, like tall toys I would use as bad guys because you can't find Goldar anywhere. Not even Squat and Babu. I'm not even joking, y'all. Not even the fucking jabroni niggas, man. I couldn't even find them. Maybe Finster or something. I don't know, but I never seen them in the stores. And then the Automorphin figures, I had everybody. I had all fucking 6 Rangers. I had all of them. I remember that. And for bad guys, I had that chicken. I forgot his name. There was a chicken villain in there. And I had Goldar and Lord Zed. Now I had a blast. Right? But yeah, now as a grown man, as a 30, it's my birthday today while I'm recording this. So I'm 37 years old. So right now, I have all the original 6 Rangers, the 8-inch line, all in pristine condition with their blade blasters, all that. I don't have Tommy, 8-inch Tommy. I don't have it because it came with the Dragon Zord. And even as a kid, I never had it. Never had the big Tommy with the Dragon Zord. But, even especially he passed away, these fucking vultures on eBay are going to milk it and charge a lot of money. So I'll never will have that, unfortunately. Maybe, I'll never say never. And I have the Automorphin Jason and Tommy re-released. They did it, I think Hasbro. When it's still a Bandai, I think. Bandai did the re-releases of all the Automorphins. I only have Tommy and Jason, red and green. But yeah, that's how I got into Power Rangers. I was a diehard fan from 1993 to 95. I seen the movie in the theaters, the 95 movie, and that was a special day. My mom took. Before that, I got the coloring. There was a big coloring book of the movie, the Power Rangers movie coloring book. That and trading cards, I got some trading cards, and I was ecstatic. And then a couple days after that, I seen the movie in theaters opening day. My mom took me, just me and my mom. And I was just blown the fuck away by it, man. I loved it at the time, you know what I'm saying? When they morphed, there was mad kids in the audience, right? So you hear I was just gasped. Oh my God, It was a special moment to hear kids go, like a gasp, And the new suits were fucking fire. The movie suits were incredible. Like, another thing, when when Jason, Trini, and Zach left the show, I didn't give a fuck, to be honest, because I thought Rocky, Adam, and Aisha just slid in perfectly. They fit perfectly in the roster, the Rangers, you know what I'm saying? I loved it. Now, I'll be honest, is Rocky, Adam, and Aisha as maybe colorful or as their personality-wise, is it as good as Jason, Trini, and Zach? No, they're not. But I think they're good Rangers for sure, So it didn't bother me. I transitioned well when they got replaced. So they're in the movie. I think if Jason Zach and Trini would have been in the movie, would have been a little better. I really think that. But Ivan Ooze, at the time, thought it was a dope villain. He's alright. Some shit I don't like about the movie. The CGI is trash, but it's 95, But I do love that movie, straight up. The Ninjetti suits, fucking flames. I'll always love the Ninjetti suits, yo. Straight up. So yeah, what Tommy Oliver meant to me, Jason David Frank's character, he meant everything to me, man. Absolutely. A childhood hero without question. I'm not gonna give you the sob story about me getting bullied and shit like that, because I never got well, I did get bullied, but it's one kid named Cheyenne. What a great name, right? I told the story before, I'm pretty sure I did. Like from 94 to early 95. I would talk shit back to him, a little kid, not even I was bigger than him, you know. I would talk shit back to him. I never fought him because my mother said don't fight. Until one day, my uncle was like, yo, fuck that kid up. And I whooped his fucking ass, bullied me again. I never got bullied after that. Straight the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't have I had a good childhood, of course, but to not get too personal, I did have a lot of problems with family around the time. And watching Power Rangers like erased all that, you know what I'm saying? And Tommy was the illest ranger ever. When the Green with Evil series premiered, I lost my fucking mind. Absolutely lost my mind. Like, he looked like the Rangers, but it was a dragon. He had the Dragon Zord, and he fucking had the Dragon Shield, and he had the fucking Dragon Dagger, the Sword of Darkness, all that fire shit. Like, even though he was an evil ranger, I fucking loved him. You know what I'm saying? When he fucking, went in the command center and fucked shit up, fucked up Alpha. All that shit was ill. Absolutely loved it. And when he turned good, when they broke Rita Raposa's spell, I was like, yeah, it was amazing, bro. And he became my favorite. My favorite ranger before Tommy was Jason. Jason's the ultimate like superhero leader. You feel me? And Tommy's even a better leader in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking incredible. And I love Jason. No slight to Jason. But man, Ranger crazy. I had fucking coloring books, comic books, pogs, pins, cards. You fucking name it. It was crazy in 93 to 95, man. Through those years, Ranger fucking crazy, bro. And Tommy was the illest. He's all his fucking real martial artist too. Did his own stunts, Jason David Frank did, and just meant so much to my childhood. Then when he went to the fucking White Ranger, got even more cool. I prefer the Green Ranger, but the White Ranger is just as fucking dope to me. I love the White Ranger. Like, he had the illest fucking Ranger forms, you know what I'm saying? And loved it, man. White Ranger, he had Saba and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And fucking incredible. Like, it was so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so fucking good. I loved it. It was just amazing. He was even more popular as a White Ranger went on. And yeah, it's such a sad loss because he was such a big part of my life, man. I can't even tell you. It's like, put it this way, I'm a big wrestling fan, right? It's like Shawn Michaels. If he died, I'll feel the same way. That's how important this character was to me. You know what I'm saying? Did I ever meet the man? No. Now, I had a possibility to meet him. I don't see. Here's the thing with me. As I get older, I don't pay attention to concerts coming here. I don't pay attention to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I could have went to like a Providence, Rhode Island Comic Con or something to meet him, because he did go to Providence like not so long ago. And Providence is like literally 15 minutes away from me. If I would have known, I would have fucking tried to go. Just sad as fuck, bro. Like, just to see like his castmates, like Amy Jo Johnson, who played Kimberly Hart, to see her crying, that was sad as fuck. Austin St. John, that played Jason, when he was like, once a Ranger, always a Ranger. That I was like, damn, man. Seeing Zach, Walter Jones that played Zach, seeing him all upset, and Bulk and Skull, even, you know what I'm saying? Fucking so sad, man. And The first Ranger to pass away was actually Trini, man. Troy Thang, if I'm saying her name right. Troy Thang. She passed away in 2001. But what blew my mind about that, I didn't find that out until 2002. Literally a year later. I had no internet, and her death got buried with, the 9/11 shit. She died, I think, a week before 9/11 in a car accident, which is fucking terrible, and it just got buried with that. And so unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? And that hit me too because, I was a big Trini fan, and I thought she was a good Ranger, ultimate OG Ranger, you feel me? So yeah, this is just sad, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I'm still a Power Ranger fan. I need to finish watching the rest of the series that I never got into. But Mighty Morphin is a strong place in my heart. Absolutely. Like, it's one of my top 3 favorite things ever. I'm a big comic guy, so superheroes from like the 60s to 90s, I'm a big fan of. You know, Masters of the Universe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, all that nerdy shit I love, dog. But Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is top 3. It's probably my number 1 when it comes to like childhood shit. It would probably be my number 1. You know what I'm saying? Because it's meant so much to me as a child. So yeah, man. R.I.P. to Jason David Frank, a true childhood hero, a true staple of my childhood, and an absolute motherfucking legend, bro. Just seeing him beat some putty niggas up and fucking say it's Morphin time, Dragon Zord, White Tiger, and all that. Like, come on, dog. Like, he even was a fly nigga. The way he dressed on the show and all that. He was that dude, bro. Absolute fucking legend among men to me. So, and I heard he was a nice guy. I heard some bullshit about him, but you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. I'm hearing a lot of like people talking shit. You know, it's a free country. It should be free to post anything you want on social media. It is. I get that, but my opinion, solely on my opinion, if you don't give a fuck about something, right? If you're not a fan of something, why are you constantly posting about the situation? Like, people making jokes about the dude and just posting some ignorant, stupid ass shit they know nothing about. I don't get it. People are trolls, I guess, but not even trolls. Just people they'll post something like, I don't give a fuck about Power Rangers. Never was a fan about Power Rangers, right? Then they'll post shit about him being a coward because he killed himself and all kind of fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. Like, that's like me posting about Takeoff of the Migos. I'm not a Migos fan, you know what I'm saying? But why would I keep posting about me Takeoff of Migos? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Don't get it. Don't get it at all. Let that man rest in peace, man. That's just my personal opinion. I think it's whack. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, R.I.P. Jason David Frank, a true fucking childhood hero of mine, and just a great character. I want to say this before I got into the little rant. I heard good things about him. Like, he would like not leave until everyone got an autograph at or a picture at like a Comic-Con or something like that. Or they do like the Morphicons, or the Power Rangers community does that. You know what I'm saying? And I heard he was there for like wouldn't leave at all until everyone got service. You know what I'm saying? Which is dope. But yeah, man. R.I.P. Tommy Oliver, Jason David Frank, a fucking legend. And that's it, man. Mike Sears, Speaky Clout podcast. I had to do this because I can't even fathom how much this man meant to my childhood, man. It's astronomical how much he meant to me, and that's no cap, straight up. I was a White Ranger for Halloween, 95, homemade costume for my uncle, and it looked fucking dope, straight up. If I can find a picture, I'll post it on social media. But yeah, man, Mike Sears, Speaky Clout podcast, R.I.P. Jason David Frank, and salute to all the Ranger fans. We're gonna, hold your head, man. For real. And my deeply condolences to his family, his children, all that shit. His wife, his estranged wife, all that. R.I.P. to a fucking legend And I'm out this bitch, man. Peace, y'all.